Rick Brewing, NkySportsBlog.com, here at Dixie Heights High School. Another stop on our NKSB Preseason practice tour. We're here with the defending 9th Region Championship Coach Chevalier. Coach, obviously high expectations coming back into this year. You return a lot. You lose a point guard in Matt Trammell. You get a new one in Jordan Fox, a transfer. Just talk about what he'll bring to the team.
Jordan Fox is one of the most athletic kids I've had an opportunity to coach. Just in the short time he's been part of the program. The great thing about Jordan Fox's work ethic is better than any kid I've been involved with since I've been here at Dixie Heights, over the course of 13 years. So he brings an energy to the table. Not only is he a talented basketball player, but he's a great student. He's a great student of the game, and his work ethic is great. So I'm hoping that rubs off on a couple of our guys.
And then you have obviously a very talented backcourt when you pair him with Brandon Hatton. Just talk about that sophomore group together.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon Hatton and Jordan Fox are considered two of the top sophomores in the state. So hopefully I won't do anything to screw that up. But, Brandon's had a heck of a career, 4-year varsity kid already and a 1,000-point scorer going into sophomore year. And, when we have the pieces in place from last year with Parker Stansberry and Jordan Hassel, Juwan Evans coming back, and then you add, a Jordan Fox in there with Brandon Hatton. We've got some kids that can score the basketball, and truly with Fox and with Hatton, and you throw Hassel in there. I mean, we have one of the better backcourts we've ever had here at Dixie Heights High School. So.
You guys have a great top 6, top 7 guys that are going to play most of the varsity minutes. But talk about some of these youngsters that are sort of coming up and working hard every day in your program.
Well, Alex Milligan, first and foremost, he was a kid that we cut last year because his work ethic wasn't real great. But Alex is really coming on. He's doing a better job academically in the classroom, and he's really committing himself to football and basketball. So he's 6'4" and weighs 240 pounds. He's a junior, so we're looking for big things from him. And I told him the other day, you could be a great success story, going from being cut as a sophomore to being a varsity player, and who knows, maybe even a starter eventually. Nick Niehaus is a freshman, and he led us in scoring last year at the freshman level as an 8th grader, and he's 6'3", and he's had a really good AAU career. He's done some good things for us down at Turkey Foot and last year at the freshman level, so we're looking forward to him as well. Adam Daria, Nick King are some sophomores to, kind of look out for, Seth Capel. So, although we get a lot of kids coming back, we have some good young talent in behind them as well.
No question. Going forward this year, obviously high expectations like we talked about. What's the most challenging part of coaching a team like this with so much talent, and they know they're good? They've already won the Region 1s. What's the toughest part of is it just sort of controlling the egos and making sure everyone's on the same page?
Yeah, I told our kids at the beginning of the season, the worst thing I can do is come in here and say we're great and and let them go through the motions. So we've had a bunch of practices to date where some of our seniors, some of our varsity returning kids from last year weren't doing what we expected them to do, and we line them up, we run them, we want to hold those kids accountable. So I think the worst thing for a team like ours coming in this season is reading their own press clippings. I truly feel like with the loss of Matt Trammell and now Zeke Pike with his early departure going to Auburn, we've got a couple of varsity all-region kids that aren't in uniform this year. So we really have a different team this year, although we do have some of the pieces of the puzzle back. So we need to continue to just hold the kids accountable, work them hard, and just hope our talent takes over.
Preparing yourself, obviously, you went to the state tournament last year. This year you want to make a run in it. You're playing a murderous road schedule to prepare for it. Just talk about how you came up with that schedule and what you think of it.
Yeah, I might be the smartest or the stupidest coach in the state of Kentucky at the end of the season. It's yet to be determined. This past season, we went down and played Franklin County and really took care of business down there and beat them. And Scott Chalk, who's a friend of mine who's coached down there, had played in this Stop DWI Classic in Binghamton, New York, which they have an 8-team national tournament and an 8-team regional New York only. So we're going to get a chance to play against some of the top talent in the nation. I believe if we win our first round game, we'll be playing against one of the top players in the nation that's already committed to UConn. We got an invite to King of the Bluegrass last year about midway through the season when we started off really strong, and I feel that's a top tournament in the state of Kentucky, and I believe we're playing a team down there that's got a UK prospect on it in the first round. The worst tournament we're playing is the Scott County tournament. I don't think that would ever come out of my mouth in years past, where our third best tournament is Scott County. We've got Lakota West as part of that Bluegrass Buckeye, and we were invited to go to Bourbon County. We drew Lexington Catholic down there, and then we got an unbelievable opportunity to go play at Rupp Arena against Scott County as part of that Rumble at Rupp, and that's going to be the premier game down there. So, when you get 4 returning starters and some key reserve guys off a 29-4 team, a lot of teams don't want to play you, and we may as well schedule difficult. There's going to be some games this year where we're going to win by 20 and some games where we're going to lose by 20, but hopefully that keeps us balanced.
No question. It's going to be an exciting year here in Crestview Hills. I'm Rick Brewing, NkySportsBlog.com.